Then we have a segment, Shawn Michaels' address. Shawn Michaels finally, after a few weeks, I've been waiting for Shawn Michaels to come back so badly because the show desperately needs him. But for some reason, he was not on his mic's game tonight. I mean, he was pretty soft-spoken. It wasn't that really... It was okay, but of course, the feud going on between Shawn Michaels and Y2J, Chris Jericho comes out with Lance Cade, his new prodigy. I really hope they put him into some kind of, tag team matchup. And I hope that'd be cool if Shawn Michaels start going back into tag team. He's been singles for most of his career. Other than the beginning of his career when he was mostly tag team. But I really hope Shawn Michaels goes back into... I'm sorry, I just said Shawn Michaels mostly single, except for DX, of course. But they're really... I still consider them as kind of like a stable. So, anyway, Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho start butting heads again. And Chris Jericho basically touches on that Shawn Michaels cost him, his Intercontinental Championship at Night of Champions. And then, so nothing really exciting happens at the end. The only climax is them, butting heads, staring intently at each other, and then it fades out to commercial. Wow, that's really exciting. I was hoping HBK would give him sweet chin music, or Chris Jericho would re-injure that eye, or punch that eye, or something, but really, nothing happened at the end, so that was pretty fucking boring. Fourth match was Charlie Haas versus Kofi Kingston. I'm glad to see they're giving Charlie Haas some work because he is really good in the ring. He has a lot of great skills like Shelton Benjamin, who they haven't done shit with either, other than the Fatal 4-Way, for United States Championship. So Kofi Kingston is, of course, the winner, which is pretty expected. Then after, Paul Burchill intervenes and starts beating up Kofi Kingston. So it's good they're putting Paul Burchill back in a championship belt angle, but I don't know. I just don't really like Paul Burchill's gimmick. I guess he's a good heel, but I just don't really care for him. I'm sorry. But so it's good they're putting Kofi Kingston into some kind of angle, because he needs to be in a match to retain that Intercontinental Championship at Great American Bash. So anyways, the fifth match and the main event of the night then is the Fatal 4-Way, Batista versus JBL versus Kane versus John Cena for the number one contendership for CM Punk's World Heavyweight Championship for the Great American Bash. So it's somewhat of a straightforward match. I really didn't know who's going to win. I had my thoughts on either Kane or Batista, really. I knew they weren't going to have Cena win. That was, even though, I was kind of still rooting for Cena, I knew they weren't going to have him win because he already had his main event with Triple H, and he lost. And JBL, I'm pretty sure they're not going to have him in a match because, again, he did also have his match versus CM Punk on last Raw, and he lost that. The winner ended up being Batista via spear. This was pretty expected. I thought they might put Kane on, but I don't think Kane is ready to go for the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista is ready, okay? He got screwed out of it by Edge. He's the only one really deserving of it right now because, he got screwed out of it. So that's basically his main why he's really deserving of it. So Batista wins. He spears... Is it Kane? It might be Kane. John Cena was outside the ring. And then JBL, it was Kane that Batista speared for the win. And then after Batista leaves the ring, he's the number one contender. Kane starts flipping out, and he goes to the announcer table where Michael Cole and Jerry King Lawler are sitting, and he starts ripping up the table, and he grabs Michael Cole and he says, "Is he alive or dead? Is he alive or dead?" He starts shaking him and everything. And right away, your first thought, even if obviously no one had an idea what Kane was talking about. First thought mine, Undertaker. He's talking about the freaking Undertaker. Because who else could he be talking about? But then, you think back to, the Undertaker got banished. He didn't get, buried alive or burnt in a tomb. He got banished. So I don't know if they're going to have, the Undertaker become reborn again or something. But my first thoughts, he has to be talking about The Undertaker. I don't know who the hell... If you have any ideas, post a comment. But I really think he's just talking about The Undertaker. So Kane kind of goes crazy. He brings Michael Cole. He rips him out of his seat. Brings him to the ring. He chokeslams him. Then he keeps flipping out. And he walks out. and show ends. Not a very exciting show, so that's why it took me a few days to post it, because honestly, I didn't really want to post an overview of this because it was such a boring show. But nevertheless, I have, and I know this wasn't a really exciting overview. I just wasn't really into this night. I really hope they redo something with Raw, or even continue the Mr. McMahon angle they're trying to go for where, you know, he's supposedly injured. I don't know if they're going to put him in a wheelchair like they did with Vicky Guerrero, if they're going to turn him back to an evil maniacal heel, because, you know, when he was giving away the money, when he was doing the whole money thing, he was kind of trying to turn semi-face. He was nicer to the crowd, but just really hope they continue with that or do something amazing, because at this point the show is really struggling. I thought SmackDown was more exciting. I saw the whole SmackDown show on YouTube, actually. You know, they had all those clips posted. I saw the whole SmackDown show. It was way more exciting than anything on Raw tonight. So hopefully they'll redo Raw, get it a little bit better. I'm gonna be away this weekend, going on vacation. So as for the next overview, if I get back in time to see Raw, I'll post it hopefully on Tuesday or Wednesday. If not, it might take me a few days to see it, in which case I'll post it later during the week. Other than that, I'm probably also going to post another thought-pondering video, because I have some thoughts I want to share on Shelton Benjamin and all the talent that's being wasted in WWE currently. So look for that video. Other than that, been getting a lot of mixed comments and reactions. So, you know, I take everything into consideration as long as it's constructive. And so just post a comment or send me a message on what you think of my videos. And other than that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.